A man accused of shoplifting in Dublin ended up losing his life after being restrained in public. Videos from the scene have shocked people across Ireland and internationally, with many now asking whether excessive force may have been used. The man has been identified by members of the Congolese community in Ireland as Yves Sakila, an IT professional who had reportedly lived in Ireland since his teenage years. Today, we are carefully going to examine what has been reported so far, the reactions from the community groups, anti-racism organizations, the wider public concerns being raised, and also discuss what genuinely accepted restraint procedures are supposed to look like. So, a disclaimer. This video discusses ongoing investigations. No conclusions about legal responsibility should be drawn until investigations are complete. According to reports, the incident happened around 5 p.m. on Henry Street in Dublin city centre. Gardaí says security personnel detained a man in connection with an alleged shoplifting incident from a retail premises. Let's get the facts right. It is alleged. There is no conclusion in this. During the incident, an elderly man in his 80s was reportedly injured as the suspect attempted to flee in the process. Authorities say the detained man later became unresponsive at the scene and was taken to Mater Hospital, where he was later pronounced dead. The case has now been referred to FUSRU. Forgive me if I'm not pronouncing it correctly, the Office of the Police Ombudsman, while Garda investigations continue. Since the incident, videos recorded at the scenes have circulated online, leading to intense public debate and ongoing concern. Let's have a short look at what the video actually looks like. So why are people actually disturbed about this whole incident? The Irish Network Against Racism, known as the INAR, described footage of the incident as very, very disturbing. According to reports, the video appears to show Mr. Sakila being restrained on the ground for several minutes while shouting in distress before eventually becoming motionless. That imagery has deeply affected many viewers, including myself. For many people, the conversation has now gone beyond the original allegations. The central question being asked is simple. How does an allegation of shoplifting end with someone losing their life? This incident has triggered emotional reactions not only in Ireland, but among Africans and Black community internationally. Now let's look at reactions from community leaders. INAR Director Shane O'Kerry stated that nobody deserves to die for being suspected of shoplifting and said the situation appeared to have a hallmarks of excessive force. He also warned that incidents like this can seriously damage trust between the minority communities and the justice system. Meanwhile, the Congolese community in Ireland says the videos and witnesses accounts have traumatized many people.
Yeah, 30 years, never this thing happened in 30 years in this country. And we know the heart of the Irish. This is not France, this is not the colonial UK, France and all this colonial. This is a republic. We don't do this here.
Laura Zora, Vice President of the Congolese Community in Ireland Group, called for a full, transparent, independent and impartial investigations. The community is asking authorities to preserve all evidence, including CCTV footage, witness statements and videos from the scene. She also reminded the public that Yves Sakila was more than a headline. According to her statement, he was a professional, a community member, and a human being whose life mattered. Yes, the act was wrong, but was the reaction equally right? Definitely not. Let's look at the educational part of this all. As this story continues to develop, many people are asking an important question, just like myself, and being a psychiatric nurse. What are generally accepted restraints and safety procedures during detentions? While procedures vary between countries and organizations, there are several principles commonly emphasized in modern security and law enforcement training. Firstly, there should be minimum necessary force. The first principle is that only the minimum reasonable force necessary should be used to control a situation. The purpose of restraint is to prevent harm and gain control, not to punish. Also, the need to monitor breathing is important. Another major principle is continuous monitoring of the persons being restrained. If someone says they can't breathe, appears to be in a medical distress or become unresponsive, emergency medical attention is supposed to become an immediate priority. Also, you need to avoid prolonged pressure. Many restraint experts and medical professionals have warned against prolonged pressure on a person's chest, neck, upper body, especially when someone is face down for an extended period. This is because prolonged restraints can create serious breathing and medical risks. Another important principle when it comes to restraint is that once someone is restrained, those restraining them also have a responsibility for the person's safety and well-being. That principle applies regardless of the allegations involved. So these are some of the reasons why many people are demanding thorough investigations into exactly what happened in this case. So now let's take a look at the bigger conversation over here. This tragedy is now sparking broader conversation across Ireland. Conversations like use of force, security training, accountability, public trust, race and discrimination, human rights. Some people are questioning whether restraint techniques used by private security personnel are adequately regulated. Others are also asking whether racial biases may have influenced how the situation escalated. My statement is may, not that it was. But many believe transparency will be critical if public trust is to be maintained. So right now, investigations are still ongoing and many facts are still being reviewed. But one reality cannot be ignored. A man lost his life and the family and community are grieving. Whatever the final findings may be, this incident has already opened painful conversations about dignity, fault, race, accountability, and the value of human life. Many people are now waiting to see whether the investigations will provide clear answers and accountability where necessary. My short advice and sincere advice: incidents like this can create fear, anxiety, frustrations within immigrants and minority communities. But it is important to respond with awareness, unity, calmness, rather than anger. Know your rights, but also prioritize your safety in intense public situations. If confronted by security or law enforcement, just stay calm. Avoid sudden movements, communicate clearly, and if possible, comply first while seeking legal support afterwards. Just, work with them and then everything will be calm and avoid such situations. Also, if you witness an incident, record safely if lawful. Preserve evidence, identify witnesses, and report concerns through the proper legal and institutional channels. I'll say that for immigrants especially, this is also a reminder of the importance of staying informed, building strong communities, supporting one another, and avoiding situations that may place us at unnecessary risks. No matter where we come from, our lives, our dignity, and safety matters. Seeking justice and accountability should always go hand in hand with peace, wisdom, and respect for the law. Our thoughts remain with the family, loved ones, and everyone affected by this tragedy. What are your thoughts on this case and the wider issues being raised? Do you believe enough safeguards exist around restraint procedures and use of force? Share your thoughts respectfully in the comments section below. If you found this video thoughtful and also informative, don't forget to like and also subscribe and share this video as well. Thank you all so much for always coming through and always watching my videos. My name is Nesmo. See you all soon on my next video.